What if the struggle with blood sugar, rising waistline, and fatigue is not a failure of will, but a whisper from your gut asking for food it loves? Fiber Fueled teaches that your microbiome is an unseen garden. When fed diverse plants, it returns short-chain fatty acids that help regulate glucose, lipids, and inflammation. Tonight, we begin with a single question: what happens when you feed the garden, not the fire? A gastroenterologist listens to patients for years and discovers a pattern. When fiber diversity rises, symptoms often calm. Fiber Fueled is born from clinic halls and lab studies, but carried by human stories. Metabolic syndrome, waste, triglycerides, blood pressure, glucose softens when the gut ecosystem thrives. This is not magic. It is biology, patient after patient, meal after meal. Imagine fastening a belt one notch tighter, waking with steady energy, and watching your lab results turn from red to green. Keep watching. In the next minutes, you will learn the secret actors, microbes, and the fuel they crave. We will map a path of small, steady changes and a twist few expect. Variety matters more than volume. Your future self is already leaning in. 2 lunches, 1 choice, a refined bowl that spikes sugar, and a fiber-rich bowl that steadies it, both equal in calories. The plot twist lies in timing and texture. Soluble fiber slows absorption. Resistant starch cools the glucose curve. Which bowl lasts longer in your body's story? Stay with us. We test this principle through daily swaps you can try tomorrow. If you carry the weight of numbers, A1C, triglycerides, blood pressure, this journey is for you. We will meet microbes, decode fiber, and craft a week of meals that comfort rather than punish. Expect science, yes, but also grace, small wins, gentle ramp up, and the relief of steady energy. At the end, you will hold an action plan and the courage to begin. Inside you lives a bustling city of trillions of microbes. When they eat fiber, they produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, acetate, and propionate, tiny messengers that strengthen the gut barrier, tune immunity, and help cells respond to insulin. A well-fed city runs on green lights. A starved one jams with inflammation. The traffic is under your fork. Metabolic syndrome is not a label. It is a cluster of signals. Increased waist size, high triglycerides, low HDL, elevated blood pressure, and rising fasting glucose. Together, they raise risk for diabetes and heart disease. The hopeful part: many levers are in daily habits, especially the food that feeds your microbes. Small shifts can tilt the whole system. Mira arrives exhausted, waistline creeping, glucose rising. She fears the future. She misses her morning walks. We start not with restriction, but with addition. 1 new plant per day. Chickpeas join her soup. Berries kiss her breakfast. Week by week, a garden grows inside her. The numbers will follow, but first she feels different. Lighter after meals, steadier at noon. Fiber has 2 helping hands. Soluble fiber forms a gentle gel that slows digestion, cushions blood sugar, and binds bile acids that carry cholesterol. Insoluble fiber is the broom that keeps things moving, preventing stagnation in the gut. Together, they escort calories through at a kinder pace, asking insulin to speak softly instead of shout. Some starches resist digestion in the small intestine and feed microbes in the colon. Think cooled potatoes, green bananas, and lentils. Their fermentation yields short-chain fatty acids that may improve insulin sensitivity and calm inflammation. It is quiet power. No fireworks, just steadier curves and a fuller, satisfied feeling after meals. Fiber Fueled emphasizes a key insight. Diversity of plants may matter more than sheer grams of fiber. Each plant carries unique fibers and polyphenols, feeding different microbial neighbors. As diversity rises, resilience grows, like a rainforest thriving with many species. A simple target emerges. Aim for many colors, many textures, many plant names each week. Here is a playful challenge. Count how many plant foods you eat in a week. Herbs and spices count. So do beans, whole grains, seeds, and fruits. People who reach around 30 often show more microbial diversity. The point is not perfection, it is exploration. Your cart becomes a passport. Your plate, a map with new landmarks daily. Use the F goals pattern as a compass. Fruits and fermented foods, greens and intact grains, omega-3 sources like flax and walnuts, aromatics such as onions and garlic, legumes, and sulforaphane-rich crucifers. These categories weave a tapestry of fibers and phytochemicals that microbes adore, supporting insulin sensitivity and lipid balance. Picture your glucose curve as a hillside. Ultra-processed starches make a cliff. Sharp ascent, abrupt fall. Fiber-rich meals make a gentle slope, manageable, sustainable. The hormones that follow, like GLP-1 and PYY, help you feel satisfied without a crash. Your appetite becomes a steady conversation instead of a shout. Not all carbohydrates are equal. Whole fiber-rich carbs carry companions, minerals, polyphenols, water, and move slowly. Refinement strips these partners away, leaving quick sugars. Fiber-fueled invites you to choose intact grains, legumes, and starchy vegetables that bring their entourage, so your metabolism sees food in its native orchestra, not a solo blare. Polyphenols, the pigments in berries, herbs, and tea, are partly digested by microbes, shaping beneficial species. Together with fiber, they act like paint that colors the microbiome with diversity. Studies link these compounds to improved endothelial function and lower oxidation, quiet victories that add up to better blood pressure and vessel health. Short-chain fatty acids help tighten the junctions between gut cells, supporting a strong barrier. When the gate holds, fewer inflammatory signals leak into circulation, and insulin receptors can listen more clearly. Fiber is not just roughage, it is a diplomat negotiating calm at the border between gut and body. If fiber has been scarce, add it gently. Your microbes need time to adapt, to grow the teams that digest new fibers. Increase portions gradually, drink water, and cook or soak legumes to ease digestion. This is training, not a sprint. The body smiles when it is respected. Try a bowl of oats topped with chia, walnuts, and berries. Beta-glucan in oats forms a gel that steadies glucose and helps improve cholesterol. Chia and walnuts add omega-3 fats and fiber, supporting satiety. This is not a rule. It is an invitation. Craft a breakfast that carries you to midday with calm clarity. Replace refined noodles with a lentil and vegetable bowl dressed with lemon and tahini. Lentils bring protein and resistant starch. Vegetables bring color and micronutrients. The lemon's acid may even slow digestion a touch. This swap is a love letter to your microbes and a quiet message to your pancreas. We've got your back. Build dinner from intact grains, leafy greens, and beans, with a side of fermented vegetables for tang. Brown rice, kale, and black beans crowned by kimchi create layers of fiber and live cultures. Fermented foods can introduce helpful microbes that coexist with your own, like welcoming friendly travelers to your town. As you add fiber, add water. Soluble fibers swell and do their gentle work best when hydrated. Picture a river flowing steadily, carrying nutrients and easing transit. A dry riverbed strains. A flowing stream nourishes the banks. Your gut feels the difference. Cooking unlocks fibers and lowers digestive effort. Soaking, sprouting, pressure cooking. Each can reduce compounds that cause gas for some. Spice with cumin, ginger, and fennel to support comfort. The kitchen becomes a clinic of warmth, where healing is scented with rosemary and thyme. Eat your vegetables first, protein and fats next, and starches last. This sequence can temper the glucose rise, as fiber and fat slow gastric emptying and absorption. You recompose the same meal into a kinder symphony for your metabolism. Order is a quiet lever with visible results. Cravings do not make you weak, they make you human. Satisfy them with fruit paired with nuts or yogurt for balance. The fiber in fruit slows sugar's entrance, and the pairing adds satiety. A bowl of cinnamon-dusted pears with walnuts feels like dessert and behaves like a friend. Beans, lentils, and peas pack fiber, resistant starch, and minerals. If you are new to them, start with red lentils or well-cooked split peas. Rinse canned beans thoroughly. These gentle giants help reduce LDL and support stable glucose. Over time, your microbes learn their rhythm and the music becomes smooth. Kale, arugula, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts carry fibers and sulfur compounds that activate cellular defenses. These plants are like training partners for your detox pathways. Lightly steam or saute to reduce bitterness, then dress with lemon and olive oil. They help the microbiome and the liver converse in harmony. Intact grains like barley, farro, and steel-cut oats digest more slowly than flours. Their structure, bran, germ, endosperm, remains, guiding a steadier glucose response. Think of them as time-release energy wrapped in fiber. Chew, savor, and let patience be your spice. Almonds, walnuts, flax, chia, and pumpkin seeds bring fiber, healthy fats, and plant compounds that support heart health. Grinding flax improves absorption of omega-3s. A spoonful stirred into oats or salads becomes a shield, softening post-meal glucose and nourishing satiety. Onions, garlic, leeks, and herbs add prebiotic fibers like inulin. They feed friendly microbes and transform simple dishes into aromatic medicine. Sauté gently to sweetness, and let their perfume guide vegetables, grains, and legumes into harmony. Yogurt with live cultures, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut. These foods bring living microbes that may complement your resident community. Start small, watch how you feel, and choose varieties without excessive sugar. Fermented foods can be bridges, not destinations, supporting a flourishing ecosystem. Gentle movement, walking after meals, light resistance training, supports insulin sensitivity and may favor beneficial microbes. 10 minutes after lunch is a quiet miracle. Your muscles open their doors to glucose, and the gut hears the rhythm. We are alive. We are moving. Short sleep can disrupt appetite hormones and insulin sensitivity, nudging cravings and glucose higher. Aim for consistent, restful nights. A dark room, a cool temperature, and a calm evening ritual restore metabolic balance. Sleep is a treatment no pharmacy can bottle. Stress hormones can shift the microbiome and raise blood sugar. Breathing exercises, nature walks, prayer, or gentle stretching lower the volume inside. Imagine exhaling as compost, turning tension into nourishment for your inner garden. Small rituals, powerful returns. Fill half your plate with non-starchy vegetables, a quarter with legumes or lean protein, and a quarter with intact grains or starchy vegetables. Add healthy fats as dressing and a sprinkle of seeds. This simple frame reduces decision fatigue and keeps your microbiome engaged. Turn the store into a trail of clues. Shop the perimeter for produce and minimally processed foods. Venture down aisles for beans, oats, and spices. Pick one new plant each trip. Your cart becomes a promise, your pantry a palette for metabolic art. Scan for added sugars, ultra-refined flours, and long lists of additives. Seek short ingredient lists and intact foods. Dietary fiber on labels hints at fullness, but diversity is the headline. Choose products that read like a recipe your grandmother would understand. Cook grains in batches, roast trays of vegetables, and prepare a pot of lentils or beans. Store in clear containers for easy assembly. When hunger calls, you build plates like puzzle pieces, quickly, calmly, colorfully. Set a 10-minute walk after meals. Even gentle steps lower the post-meal glucose rise by inviting muscles to use circulating sugar. It is a ritual of respect. Thank your body with motion and your microbes with breath. Try to place more calories earlier in the day and keep evenings lighter. Our clocks affect how we process food. Late, heavy meals can nudge glucose higher. A warm, early dinner and a gentle evening tea close the kitchen with grace. 3 weeks in, Mira's afternoon fog lifts. Her belt breathes easier. She counts 26 plants this week and smiles. The scale moves a little. Her energy moves a lot. Change feels less like force and more like flow. Then, a stall. Cravings return. Energy dips. We look closer and notice stealthy, ultra-processed snacks, plant-based in name but refined in nature. We swap them for whole nuts and fruit, and the music returns. Labels matter. Whole foods sing. New fiber can bring gas. It is often a sign of microbial fermentation. Ease in smaller portions, thorough cooking, and gradual diversity. Spices like ginger and fennel may help, If symptoms persist or you have a digestive condition, seek personalized guidance. For those with sensitive guts, a short-term structured low FODMAP approach under professional guidance can calm symptoms. The goal is to reintroduce foods and broaden diversity. Restriction is a bridge back to abundance, not a destination. Prebiotic fibers and probiotic capsules can help some, but they are supports, not substitutes for a diverse diet. Food is the maestro. Supplements play in the pit. If you use them, choose evidence-informed options and consult your clinician, especially if you take medications. Day 1, oats with berries. Day 2, lentil soup. Day 3, bean tacos with slaw. Day 4, barley salad. Day 5, chickpea curry. Day 6, baked potato and broccoli. Day 7, farro bowl with greens. Add 1 new plant daily. Walk after meals, hydrate, and sleep generously. Legumes, tofu, tempeh, and whole grains provide ample protein for most. Combine variety across the day. Your body assembles the amino acid puzzle. If you have higher needs, tailor portions. Fiber-fueled protein comes with companions, fiber and phytochemicals, that support metabolic calm. Favor unsaturated fats from olives, nuts, seeds, and avocado. These support heart health and satiety. Keep ultra-processed oils and fried foods rare. Think of fats as paint that carries flavor across the palate, not a flood that drowns the canvas. Potassium-rich plants, greens, beans, squash, support healthy blood pressure, and fiber-rich patterns are linked with improved numbers. Sodium awareness matters too, especially with packaged foods. The microbiome's calm reflects on your vessels like windless water. Soluble fibers, like beta-glucan and pectin-bind bile acids, carrying cholesterol out. Beans and oats become daily allies. Add citrus and apples for a pectin lift. Over weeks, small servings stack into measurable change. Fiber increases fullness signals and nudges calorie density down. You eat satisfying volumes with fewer calories, not by counting, but by composing. The waistline answers to these slow rhythms, not to punishment. This is kinder math. Track waist circumference, blood pressure, fasting glucose, A1C, triglycerides, and HDL with your clinician. Trends matter more than single points. Celebrate each nudge in the right direction. The body is learning a new language. If you use medications for blood pressure, lipids, or glucose, partner with your physician. As habits improve, dosages may need adjustment. Food and medicine can cooperate beautifully when monitored with care. Scan menus for bowls, salads, and vegetable sides. Ask for intact grains, beans, and extra greens. Dressings on the side. Begin with a salad or soup, then share a starch-heavy dish. You are the author of your order. Pack fiber-forward snacks, nuts, fruit, roasted chickpeas, and whole grain crackers. Hydrate, move during layovers, and seek simple meals with vegetables and legumes. Travel can bend, not break, your rhythm. At birthdays and holidays, choose joy and presence. Build a fiber base earlier in the day, add greens to your plate, and savor desserts mindfully. One meal does not define a journey. The conversation continues tomorrow. If change stalls, revisit the basics. Plant diversity, intact carbs, fermented foods, movement, sleep, and stress care. Keep a gentle food mood glucose journal for a week. Patterns reveal whispers you can answer. Return to the garden within. It thrives on variety, calm waters, sunlight movement, and nightly rest. As the garden grows sturdy, your metabolism feels less brittle. You are not fixing a machine. You are tending a living system. Months later, Mira's waist is smaller, energy steady, labs improved. She still enjoys treats, but her plate speaks a new language. Fiber, color, calm. She smiles. The best part is not the numbers, but the life that fits into her days again. Choose one meal to fiber fuel, one walk after eating, and one new plant this week. Track how you feel and share your wins below. For personal medical guidance, especially with medications or digestive conditions, please consult your physician. If this journey helped you, kindly subscribe, like, and join our community for the next step.